Hello, good morning. This is 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦𝗧 from MassMailer. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about the queued status that you may see for some of the outreaches that you have scheduled and what it means and what does it really do. Let's take a look. Let's say you're scheduling a campaign, basically an outreach for a future time. Sometimes you may see that the status of the MassMailer outreach is in the queued status. We do that by design. The reason is whenever you're scheduling a job, ideally, meaning whenever you're scheduling an email campaign, ideally we should be scheduling an outreach for that particular time for a future date and time that you wanted to schedule it for. But what happens is Salesforce has a limitation when it comes to scheduled jobs because we rely on Salesforce scheduled jobs. It has a limit of 100. So what we have done is we are gonna take up to 50 maximum scheduled jobs in Salesforce out of 100 limit, so 50% of it. And rest of the 50 will just keep it open for any other scheduled jobs that you may need for your own system. So again, this is only if you're scheduling it in the future. So whenever we reach that limit, and it could be 100 or 50, whichever one comes first, then we actually would just put the outreach in the queued status. And let's say you're scheduling it for, for next week, Monday at 9 a.m. Then what happens is we put the status in the queued status, and at that time, which is 9 a.m. next Monday, MassMailer has a scheduled job that runs, which is basically running every 15 minutes. That is already been going on for various different purposes. This is one of the activities that we do. If at all we find any MassMailer outreaches in the queued status that have not been executed yet, we would just pick them up and then run them at that time. So what it means, if you're scheduling it, say, Monday at 9 a.m., it may not run at 9 a.m. immediately. It may run at 9:15 because we always look at the past, not the current time, like anything less than right now. That's what we look at. So basically, it may run 15 minutes delayed, but that's by the design. But it would definitely get picked up by the MassMailer scheduled job, any case. So that's the reason why you would see the queued status sometimes. And you would be basically, you don't have to do anything. Whenever you see the queued status for the outreaches, just ignore it and make sure that if you just want to double check if it got executed or not, just go and check again for the specific scheduled time if that has got picked up or not. And it may take again 15 minutes sometimes. So just wait for some time to check and make sure it is picked up. Once it picks up, it changes to in progress and completed, the regular status that you typically see for any outreach. So that's all what it means and how it really works. This is a short query that has been requested or asked by many clients, and I thought maybe I would just go talk about it in a quick webinar. And how do you basically look at the scheduled jobs, how many scheduled jobs that you may have? So you just have to go to your Salesforce setup and then search for quick find scheduled jobs. And you will see all the scheduled Apex jobs there. And some of them may not have the next scheduled run. So those are dummies. You should just delete those ones. I see some, I have it in our system as well. So those ones you really don't need. If there's no scheduled next scheduled run, you can safely delete them. But again, you check with your own admin. You just want to kind of throw it there. Sometimes you may see that happening for whatever reason. So again, check with your admin before you actually delete it, or just ask us if at all it's related to MassMailer. Otherwise, you should just work with your Salesforce admin internally. So any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to clarify. It seems like no questions here. Once again, this is a weekly webinar that happens every Thursday at 6 a.m. Hawaii time. For the next webinar, you would receive an email, or you can also look up our website or look at our social channel for the webinar, the future webinar. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Here is the contact information, my own contact info, and also the company information. And if you're new to MassMailer, feel free to get on a trial. We provide a trial support as well. Just get on our website and click on the quick trial. And looking forward to talking to you again. Oh, seems like there's a question here. So with queued, we are not able to edit like we are with scheduled. That is right. So the queued status is always more like a system status. You can clone it. I don't think that we would stop you cloning it. You can always clone it, but you won't be able to just go edit it. You can also unschedule it if you wanted to unschedule the job. That's possible. So you can just go edit it. Since it's been scheduled, you should be able to unschedule it, or you can also clone it. These two should be working fine.